Should I wait? What's that Soupie Sunday? I probably should change that. Hey, what's up, Ducky? Thank you for joining. I'm just sending out this live. Thank you for the daily heart, girl. Appreciate you. About the daily heart, girl. Appreciate you. We're about to watch. Thank you for sending the gifts. Appreciate you so much. Eating chicken noodle soup, you know? Thank you for joining the TikTok studio. But you said TikTok studios, you commented that? I thought it told me that. What you talking, Dougie? What you talking? All right. Whoever joins, joins. And then... let's see. Last one we're joining. We'll start in a minute. Sorry for the wait. I'm about to start it soon. I'm excited to watch this. Tyler reminds me a lot of myself. So we're gonna see what the hell he's talking about. Buckle up, because we're about to be locked in. Tap that screen, make sure you're sharing as well. I'm over here just trying to share the live. Eating some chicken noodle soup, relaxing, just watching some cool interviews. I thought I might invite you guys and watch my reaction. Excuse me. Alright, we're about to be joining soon. Sorry for the wait. Thank you for being so patient with me. This last one, and then I'll be joining very soon. Don't worry. How's everybody's day going though? Everybody seems like they're tired, man. Anybody else out tired? Like, man. It's been crazy. All right, last one. Make it count. And that's what we're doing. Standing on it. Business. All right, guys. We're going to start it right now. Thank you for liking the live, Ducky. Thank you. Yes, this is Soupie eating some soup. Y'all been waiting for this. I know. Chicken noodle soup with some water on the side. You dig me? You see that pinky out. Without any further ado. Action.
He goes by the name of Tyler.
Alright, y'all ready? Get comfortable.
Before you got here, we were having a conversation.
Is that his brother? Hold up, who is that? That looks like him. Does he have a brother? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, okay. Before you...
Don't that look like Tyler? Who's that? Who's that man right there? Don't that look like him? I don't know. We all cousins, but hey. I don't know. Tyler got family? Somebody look it up.
Got here, we were having a conversation
Back to Soupie eating soup, watching some
creative things that hold ourselves back and things that we could possibly get to the next stratosphere if we were not hung up on XYZ thing. Before you guys came back, you and I were having a conversation about, in short, if he is as confident as he...
Thank you again. Shout out to Ducky being here early, waiting.
I asked that because I was kind of joking, like, are you always
Thank you
like
for saying that daily heart.
Do you ever have any fears? Do you ever have any jitters? Do you ever have any anxieties? And what was your answer?
For the most part.
The question is, does Tyler the Creator ever have jitters or anxiety? That's the question. What do you do? Is there anybody in the chat know Tyler the Creator? You guys fans? You don't have to be a fan to know about him. Do you know about the man? The man is a creative. Whether you like him or not, he is a creative that breaks against the grain and I think just lives his truth. Probably got in trouble for it too, but he's in the pursuit of happiness. And over here in the Soup Kingdom, on my channel, we do the same thing. We pursue happiness, but we do try to, and we try very hard to understand the impact of that. So, the question is, does Tyler the Creator have jitters? Does he ever have jitters? All right, let's see what he says.
No.
Is that? I'm like, that can't be possible. impossible.
And she said that, and I said, she's saying that from the floor in the building that she sits on because
Sheesh. That's so deep. Don't let that go over your head. Don't let that go over your head. He just said some bars right now. The girl was like, nah, that's not real. You're fucking capping. You don't ever feel jitters, right? That's what the girl said. She was like, nah, you're capping. And this is his response.
she's probably in her floor surrounded by everything that's mentioned. Where on my floor, if it is something that's dust in the corner, I don't work from that realm. Because she was like,
Okay, don't let it go over your head. Don't let it go over your head. Bro just said, if I do have any jitters, it's dust. Just a little dust in the fucking corner. Knock that dust off your shoulders, man. He said he don't let that shit have effect over him, power over him. Because as soon as it starts to, it's all over. The devil won. I'm gonna let him cook.
you have the jitters right now? Are you nervous? And I'm like, why would I be? Nobody here has a gun, so why don't be nervous about it?
Oh, okay, so nobody has a gun, but still.
All right, y'all, come on. He's in an interview. Why would he be holding a gun during the interview? If he is, he is. But it's funny. Hey, the lights is going crazy right now. Thank you for the lights. Appreciate you guys being here. KK, hey, thank you for joining. He said that's the kind of, it's a Cali thing. Sometimes, niggas be really holding. Yo. If you know, you know. And then other times it's just like, yeah. Trying to just, project shit so you don't try shit. You feel me? You dig me. All right. But she's like, all right, no one's having a gun. No one has a gun on him. But if he does, he does. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. It's neither here than there. If he's protected. All right. The man probably walks around with bodyguards anyway, so he's good. All right. Let's keep going.
Like, when has there been a time where you looked at your creative work and you felt cringe about it?
Cringe.
No.
Hold up. All right. He already said it, but look. He's saying no. He's never looked at his old work. See, this is why I relate with Tyler, the Creator. If you do something from the heart, why would you regret it? If you have the right intentions, but it has a horrible impact on the world, would you regret it because the impact wasn't what you intended? You gotta understand, like, when you move, sometimes you can't control the impact that it has. I'm young, black, and rich. You feel me? You dig me? Right? But if it doesn't have a good impact that you intended, and you still have a good heart and mind, at the end of the day, all you can control is you. So I love what he might say, about to say, because I'm kind of locked in where you about to go. Let's just see. Let's listen.
Even my old stuff that I'm like not, because I got famous off of my teenage rough drafts. So like I got on that.
Soupie, you eating some soup?
This is just us around.
Ramsey, thank you for joining. What's up, brody?
You
know about Tyler?
Make your friend laugh and this and that. And that's.
Hey, bro, how you doing? I just want to acknowledge you being here. Appreciate you. We're watching this Tyler Ask It Anyway. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. It's Instagram interview with Tyler, the Creator. I kind of relate with him, but like he's his own person, man. He lives his own truth, and he's unapologetic about it. And Soupie is about the same when it comes to preaching the gospel. South side of heaven, you dig? Yes, sirski. Don't hurt me.
What propelled my career?
I gotta go back.
Looking back at
That makes sense.
While
That makes
I'm not
sense.
there with who I am today.
Pause.
That's where I was, and I meant it. And that was like me
Sheesh.
at that time. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. It's like looking at your early drawings or whatever. And I don't.
Do you guys ever go through your old photos in your phone? I don't know. Sometimes I'd be breaking phones. So I don't even have the old photos. Losing phones in water. I used to always break phones in water. I used to be prone to. Soupie used to love the jacuzzi. You feel me? So I would always lose the phone in the jacuzzi. I don't know what the heck it was. I felt cursed. But long story short, do you ever go back? Like what I'm getting to is like old photos, old memories, and just look at it. And Tyler, the Creator, saying he looks at it and says, wow, that's cute. Like he's a fan of himself. Like he knows he's always moving with great intentions, that he won't I feel like regret because, you know, regrets, nah, fuck all that, splunk all that. You dig me? So, bro is moving like in truth, and that's how I like, shoot. In the early like TikTok, Instagram days, like I've always like just promoted, not like promoted my truth, and what my truth was raised up as a Christian, but like learning that there's like Bible thumper Christians, Pharisee Christians, and like Jesus freak Christians. If you're a Jesus freak Christian, you rock with me, bro. You feel me? You dig me? You really trying to be like Jesus. And Jesus did not appease to the world. He was not of the world. He came to, you know, free people up from the world. So we cooking over here. Tyler, in his own way, he's doing that too. He's over here staying on this truth no matter what people are saying. He's saying he's looking at back old pictures. He's like, wow, that's cute. I like that. So just a little inspiration, you know, because I thought that was very powerful. When you start like that for an interview, sheesh. Y'all want some soup? All right, thank you for joining. All right, next.
Yeah, I don't cringe at it. And even if it's something like, I don't like it, I don't want to listen to it, I still have the same amount of love for it because I know what it is and what it meant at the time.
Bam!
The thing is, I'm such a fan of myself.
Okay,
and
cook.
I almost know what it is and what it meant at the time.
Bam!
The thing is, I'm such a fan of myself.
Okay,
and
cook.
almost like,
Lindsay Flora, thank you for joining. How you doing, girl?
I know
Soupie eating some soup.
what I do. I'm a true student of the game for whatever medium
Darren,
and I enjoy what I do so much.
thanks for being here.
That I can't even look at it in a negative light because it brings me so much joy.
Did you hear the silence?
It was so silent.
Did you hear the silence? Did you hear the silence? I think y'all need to. That went over my head too. We're going back.
I can't even look at it in a negative light because it brings me so much joy.
You hear the silence? Damn. Look at him. Look at him. Let it breathe. Let the men cook. This are modern day philosophers, bro. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all better appreciate what's in front of you. Smell the roses while you still can smell, while you still can breathe. Man, we enjoying some beautiful, beautiful content together. Soup Kingdom, grab you a bowl of soup like Soupie and enjoy some real nourishment. Man, it's just the beginning. Thank you for being here. If you're here, you're watching this right now, thank you for being early. Thank you for being loyal. Thank you for being a Rosebud Knight. If you got your Bible to your side, put your sword in the sky. We out here cooking. Bro said, don't let it go over your head. Bro said, I forgot. I was just letting it look.
As like a critic who doesn't know me way, I know that I want to get better at what I do. I'm a true student of the game for whatever medium I'm in, and I enjoy what I do so much that I can't even look at it in a negative light because it brings me
so much joy.
So much joy.
All right, so he says he enjoys what he does so much. His intentions is to enjoy. He's pursuing happiness. A lot of people pursue the bands. A lot of people other people pursue women or partners or novelties, physical stuff, shiny things, and that's fine. I feel like moments really are what lasts forever. So, what Kyler's saying, and again, it got so much silence because it's so powerful, so heavy. He's just giving us gems. Like, he's just like, here. Like, this is why I don't cringe, bro. Here. This is how you look at your past and be like, man, I'm proud of me. Here. This is how you keep going and you don't care about anybody else what they saying. Here. Praise and glory to God. And look at the quotes.
What's the part?
Heavy.
It was so silent.
What you were saying, like, 'cause that's interesting. When was the last time you felt self-conscious? Because this is human. even if you're a fan of yourself, even
I'm not
if you like
saying
your
that
work.
I don't feel ways like that, but I think it's through different filters. So let me give an example. Oh, okay.
Let him cook.
I don't know if it's gonna answer. So, all right, I go off on tour. I leave tomorrow for the European leg, and on my tour, I have crazy hair and it's like army suit or whatever, and these big shoulders, and I do weird movements, and it's ill. It's ill. And we're in one city. I forgot what show it was, but the energy was just dead. It just wasn't a show giving me back what I was used to.
The audience.
Yeah, the audience.
Okay.
And I'm up there and I'm like, man, I can't wait till this show is over. And then it got to a point where I'm like, damn, I'm really on this stage, dressed like, yeah, I look dumb as.
Okay.
I'm like, tell me not to do this. Oh, this is terrible. Well, I like it. And then I actually get weirder. Then the movements just actually.
Bro said for 1.7 seconds, he doubted himself, which is normal. And I like that he brought that up because that's what the question was. Do you ever feel? So he said, it's dust initially, right? So the fact that he went that far in truth to give that to us was beautiful, I think. Because at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, nobody else will. So bro said, I'm going to get weirder. I'm going to Bible thump even harder. So I love that. I love that because I be moving like that too, but I didn't know that like he might have started that with Future Wolfgang, and the people that he started with might not be with him because they were just hanging out with him trying to understand maybe. I don't know. That's me assuming, but people like to hang out with people like that because it reminds them that they have the option of free will and they don't have to be so serious. Like, don't forget to stop and not take life so serious. You feel me? You feel me, guys? Man. Oh, that feels so good. All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Like, I'm here. And then I just actually do more to just make it look worse, if that makes sense. And that's probably that's probably like 3 weeks ago.
Damn!
Positive. Because I kind of like uncomfortableness, like you said.
Yeah. Is there any time where your fitting is in contradiction or is at odds with your creativity in the work? Because I know you like the work.
I always bring this up. I put an album out in 2015. And when it came out, dude, most people hated it. It was, it's terrible.
What album?
Cherry Bomb.
Okay.
The album called Cherry Bomb, 2015. And my goal on there was to prove to myself that I am the most diverse producer at the time, that I could do literally every genre. So production was my main focus, but because of that, the songs suffered because lyrics and structure came second. I remember putting it out, and people were just, then I'm like, you don't get it, I'll die by it. You guys are and dirty. And when you hear all that stuff, you can be bulletproof and not. And saying you don't care is, I think, also two different things. You could not acknowledge it, but being aware of it is something that I was. And I was just like, this is interesting.
Aware of what?
Being aware of what they're saying. Because some people be like, I don't care, I shut it out. It's like, no, I see all of it. I read it, I see it, da-da-da-da-da. But how you acknowledge it, I think, is the important part. So I'm like, hold on. I took a step back and was like, what's the disconnect here? Because these bridges are insane. These chords are crazy. These melodies are crazy. What is it? And it took me a while to realize, like, what is that actual disconnect? Because most people just say whack, 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 but they won't articulate
Why
they dislike something, especially now. So I had to take a time out and be like, okay, what's the disconnect? Okay, what's the difference between the last 3 things I did? What's the zeitgeist? We were just trying to really put this together. And it made me say, oh, the songs aren't good. And I don't mean good for them. I'm listening like, oh, I was so lasered in on this specific piece that I didn't see how that affected the whole thing. So because of that, I went back and was like, I need to reteach myself how to write songs.
What the hell?
Learn how to write songs. I need to actually sit. What is a hook? What is a chorus? What is structure? What's an outro? What is this and that? And because of that, I went back and studied records that I thought I knew like the back of my hand, songs that have been with me since I can remember it, and listen to it in a different way. And the point I'm trying to make is that part of fame, when people are just on your head about something that you hold dear, like the art, it's seen as negative a lot now, but that happening to me was actually one of the greatest things I could, because it made me dive into my skill and my craft more and get out of my own, because I was so focused on this one thing, and start looking at the bigger picture of things. And that not only helped the art, but like in life, like, oh, you be mad for 2 days and then I have to pull back and be like, wait, that doesn't even matter. I should this whole relationship over this and that.
Wow.
So I think that that's one thing that contradicted at first, and then I'm grateful for it because I came out on the other side of it and saw positive in it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you think you'd still be making music if you hadn't popped off at 18? What if you were still like 34 and grinding it out and you really hadn't seen like the fruits of your labor yet?
Definitely will still be making music in some way, shape, or form. Probably not obviously in the same way, but that for me is not just looked at as a hobby. Like, I didn't really play with toys as a kid. I liked CDs, so when I would go, I love when my mom's like, we're going to so-and-so house. I would love going there because then I'll just sit in their CD collection and just read the credits. Like, that was the greatest thing for me. Going to music stores, like any birthday money I got, I was at Sam Goody, I was at Best Buy, I was at Warehouse Music. I love music so much, more than any girl I dated. They know, and I've told them, like, I like you, but you will never ever. And my mom told me the other day, she was like, that one girl, she was nice, but she just couldn't understand that. She was like, my mom was like, I'll never get in front of the music for you. And like, it's a real thing. So me making music would be forever. I'm going to be 80 years old in a diaper. Like,
damn. 80-year-old Soupie talking about Jesus still? Love it.
It's not. And I'm lucky that I was able to, like, be ridiculously successful with my real passion.
Real passion.
I made a hobby.
That I made a hobby.
Bam, bam, bam. Like, I'm so lucky and grateful.
Grateful.
I like that energy. Gratitude is key. Okay, I want to open things up with the flow. And I'm going to step into the Q&A portion. I really want you guys to, Tyler too, I want you guys to really be able to speak freely to each other. I'm here as kind of a support if you need me, but each of them have a question that they want to ask you. We're going to try to get through as many of them as possible. So Izzy, you know your question?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
My name's Izzy. My friends call me Izzy, but my mom calls me Isaac. I'm a dancer and movement artist.
That's not his brother. That's just a random nigga that looks like him.
I live in Vegas. I leave like in 2 weeks, but it's like my first long-term project. I'm usually like short-term projects, but it's like award shows or music videos or campaigns. It's like a week project, but it's the first time it's like a long-term one. And I know the performance quality they expect is like high every single night that we'll be doing it. So I was just questioning like how to maintain creative stamina and energy, like to just deliver a show every night and not just go through it, but like to actually bring something, because people come and see me like I want to make each show good.
I mean, I've been heard calm down, chill my whole life, so I'm just naturally hurt. But like, I'm 34 now, so I'm on stage for 90 minutes by myself, moving non-stop.
Right.
To the first minute to the last minute, no one else on stage, just me. And luckily, I only drink water. I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke or nothing. But I try to stay physical throughout even my downtime. So like riding my bike as much as I can, going on walks. I was talking to someone out there, they was like, "You don't walk in Los Angeles?" I was like, "I do." Like, we'll park our cars somewhere and we'll go walk to the store.
I do.
And, like, you gotta also keep that up as much as possible. We was in Miami. We was in Miami. I had a show 2 weeks ago, and we had our off day, and we went jet skiing and like walking and get sushi, and then found this ice cream spot. We eating ice cream, and then the homie just walked up and was like, "You're it." He used to have a bunch of 30-something-year-olds playing tag.
Damn.
5 minutes. But you need that. You need that inner child.
Amen.
To keep it going, because it works in both ways, physically and the creative standpoint, where you're just like, "Ooh, what's that?" And like that curiosity, both will keep you lit.
Yeah.
I think you'll be straight.
Nice. Good looking.
Yes, sir.
Canada. That's it?
It's pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Also, I'm the one that was like, make people say it right.
And then, no, it's
Straight
okay.
with those. All right, you're up next.
Okay, yeah. My name is Kara, but the way to actually pronounce it is Kera. So that's
I've been trying to encourage her to make people pronounce it correctly.
Say it again.
Kera.
Canada.
That's kind of close.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Something. I'm a hair artist. That's my main thing. I also do modeling, and I'm getting into, well, I'm writing my first comic book right now about a black girl who's a superhero and her hair are powers. So that's kind of like the thing
Okay.
I'm trying to transition into. So I had a situation where a casting director reached out to me and he was like, "Wow, I love what you do. Your hair is so unique. I've never seen anything like that. I have the perfect job for you." And when he told me the job, it had to do with a toy brand, and I felt like he kind of misinterpreted my art for something more juvenile. And I know you can't control how people perceive your art.
The impact.
But I feel like I'm meeting so many people at the level that I want to work at, and they'll be like, "I've seen you everywhere, and I love what you do," and I don't know how to, I don't know if it's convince them or try to like have them give me a chance to style their hair, or you know what I mean? Like I can elevate a look, like I can create something, that can be beautiful and not like juvenile, you know what I mean? So it's just like, how do I kind of navigate that?
Just from how I live my life, it'd be the most random things that has gotten me to doors that I wanted to get to, but it wasn't the path that I specifically had envisioned. Like, I'm an easy pivoter. Like, I pivot something, I get bad news or something, I'm like, all right, new game plan. What's plan B? Like, I'll be sad or think about it later. And sometimes, bro, those be the greatest things that ever happen. So hopefully in the future we see something in a different medium like that pertaining to you. Two, I don't know if this is gonna answer your question, but when I first came out with music, folks just thought that it was just like, he was like, why do people like him? Folks just thought it was rap, just the raps or whatever. But like, I was producing the music, I was designing the stuff, I was 18 basically running the label, but some folks didn't know that. So on my album from 2017, the one after the one that everyone hated and didn't realize my focus was the production and music side, I remember that was the first album I put on the cover to let people know all songs written, produced, and arranged by me. You have to tell people who you are. You have to let them know who you are. And I remember putting that on the cover, and not fast, but the conversation slowly started changing a bit. Then my next album from 2019, I'll put that on the cover. And the conversation, just seeing that all songs written, produced by that guy, oh, I thought he was just the rap. Now they're subconsciously listening to the production in a different way now.
Okay.
Because I let them know that. Now, when people are talking about the album or reviewing it or this and that, I don't like his raps, but the production's great. Oh, I don't like his production, but I love his pockets when he does this. Now they're looking at me in a different dimension. And because of that, now the handshakes in public and the compliments I get have a different weight to them because now they're familiar.
It's a distinction.
It's a distinction now because I let them know, hey, by the way, bam, bam, bam. Now on my Instagram, and this is years ago, it's not just, you know, me looking cool in the light skin, glowing, cute stuff, da da da. No, let me put a video up of me playing that synth solo or like the piano or the drum. Like, show them, like, by the way, this is what I do. This is the real deal thing that I do. Giving them all the context of like why you're you is important. And I don't know what that is. I don't know how you do that in your way, but I remember doing that for me helped slowly change how people who was familiar with my work seen it. And it, like, how you market yourself, what you post, how you post it, how you talk about it, what you really do. And some people post like my brain's farting, I'm glitching.
I'm glitching.
But like some people show the process, and some people will. I think I noticed this like a few years ago. Like if you go to someone's page on some type of social media, and the before you click it, like the stop frame, the frame of it is like the finished piece, and then when you watch it, it takes you from the beginning to the end. And I was like, oh, that's good. And the people that stay, they're gonna see the time, energy, love, whatever that went into it. And then when they hit that person up for some type of opportunity, it's gonna be a different talk than if they just see the finished product. So like you might have to, I don't know, I'm just throwing ideas out, but I know what that feeling is like, and I've went through it my own way.
Mm-hmm. Kato, let's move on to you next.
Yeah, sure. I was kind of thinking about what you said and then, and it kind of made me think of another question. I'm a maker, I make things, I make paintings, me and my friends make music, and I'm working on some short films at the moment. Now I've got a project coming out this year with my friends, which is music, 2 band projects, and like whether I use the platform I've made for my art as the way to introduce those new projects and risk sort of the audience not understanding the transfer, because it's like a group thing as well. It's not I'm not the like main artist. It's like bringing what we've been doing for years together. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Me brushing my teeth and me walking is two different parts of me, but it's from the same body. And you can't allow the folks who like your paintings, you can't be so caught up on them feeling away because you also make music. You can be a multi-hyphenate person.
Dimensional.
They don't got a problem with it.
Hyphenate?
Like,
I like
you
that.
cannot hinder yourself because you scared because the dude who likes the way you do your brush strokes won't like the snare you added with your strokes. Like,
Yeah, I suppose it's more because it's like a group project as well. Like for a film I made, I'd be like, boom, chuck it out. I feel like that was my contribution. Whereas this is a bit different, but I'm not the front runner. So I suppose that's why it's a bit different.
I don't put that out, bro. Like, I have folks who, I was here 2 weeks ago, and an older woman came up. She looked so ill, and she was like, yo, I love the bedding that you did with Parachute. I'm not too familiar with your music, but your bedding and the color palette you use in your clothes, I love it. And I was so excited. I was so excited about that because something that I did that was very specific, like bedding and pillows, somehow made it to her. And I'm not gonna sit right, you don't like my music. I do so many things. There's people who like the clothes and stuff I make that don't give a about my music. And it's folks who love my music who just want to wear sweats and white tees. They don't want to dress like a Crayola box all the time. And that's okay. And the people who love your painting, I don't think they're gonna like your paintings any less because
for sure.
you also do music with your voice. Like,
Yeah.
if they got a problem with it,
Okay, Trinity, I want to speak to you, or I want you to speak to us, rather.
Hi. So, basically, I'm a skateboarder. So my biggest thing is I'm afraid to get hurt. You know, like, I really want to do this trick, and I know there's like a big risk of me getting hurt. But if I land it, everyone's gonna like it, and that's gonna be the one. But then what if I land it and they don't like it? You know, so I feel like my biggest thing is a lot of the time I seek validation from other people, whether it's trying to make my family proud, whether it's trying to impress my friends, or, you know, posting stuff online. And I know, like, you always talk about, like, you know, not caring what people think and stuff like that, but I feel like in real life, it's hard to really not care what people think. Like, you know, yes, everyone's always gonna have an opinion on you, but it's like you want, like you said, that instant gratification. So I guess my question was, like, how did you, like, stop seeking validation from other people? How did you start trusting yourself and your work and what you like? And especially, like, when you were first starting out, basically, like, how did you just get that confidence?
The best thing to try to do is always put you first and make these things for you first. Because at the end of the day, when you go home and you in the room by yourself, do you like it?
I be rewatching my Stay-Hip 50 times. I post on my story, I be rewatching my story, like, I hit that.
That's what you gotta do. Because sometimes, bro, like, I don't know too much about basketball, but from my friends and the stuff they tell me, they'll be like, oh yeah, so-and-so, one of the greatest players ever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Does he have the highest stats? And they'll be like, not really. I'm like, wait, what? He was like, but he had swag and confidence, and he loved himself in the way he was doing it so much that it just bled out, and that's why people gravitated to him compared to so-and-so who technically has all the stats, has all the things, but he just ain't have no swag. So, like, he just was just a blob of human that could shoot a ball. And I'm like, oh, snaps, I feel like you could put that in any medium, whether it's music, painting, skateboarding, all types of stuff. So, like, the way you just lit up when you was like, I mean, we watching you need to be on that type of time all the time, because the people who might not give you that instant gratification at first might end up being attracted to that.
Yeah.
And then that could be the way to funnel where they be like, actually, she low-key fire. And like, bam, you got something right there.
Mm-hmm. So let's go to you next.
I'm from New York. I'm from Manhattan. Represent.
Represent.
I'm a musician. I produce. I sing. I do like experimental stuff. Also do more traditional stuff. I feel like, okay, I'm working on something right now that feels like it's definitely like diverged from what's out. That I have like an EP. And I'm constantly like reminding myself, like, girl, nobody knows who you are. It really doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, like what you're doing or what, like, how you choose to.
You can't listen to that voice.
Create something new. So I guess because what I'm working on is very much, I don't know, it's like inspired by like that corny era of like Bootsy Collins and like, I don't know, like those songs and love songs in the 70s.
What era?
Corny? Did I say corny?
Yeah, why'd you call it corny?
Because corny is good. Because corny is like,
Why is that corny?
because it's like, hey baby, like, I don't know. It's like,
What's corny about it? By the way, I take offense because I love Boots,
I love
Parliament,
Bootsy.
and like George.
No,
So I was like,
No, I love all of that. Like, what I'm making is inspired by that. I think there is kind of like a campiness to it because it's so like unabashedly itself and like vulnerable. And so maybe the right word is more like vulnerable and tasteful.
Yeah.
I guess corny is like the branding of it. But so my bad. Shout out to Lucy. Love you. But
I love you. The respect.
the vision for what you have is bigger than maybe like the means or like the resources that you have available to you. And if so, like, how did you push past that? If that's something that you
Right, you don't have the resources. I feel that like a motherfucker.
good question. Don't say words like that when you talking about what you working on. I really didn't like that because then now we looking at what you saying through the lens of corn now, which has a negative. Like, don't do that. Like, if you fire, it's campy is a better word for it, but like, stand on your stuff.
There we go.
You know? Yeah. Seriously, when I was 15, I had dreams of starting a magazine. That was my main dream. It was going to be called Odd Future. And the goal of it was to feature just all the stuff that I was in, whether it was skateboarding, music, photography, art, pretty much like a sponsor for people in those mediums. So I grab kids from the skate park and then the photographers I know and then all the rappers and the producers, and it became a collective. We kind of fed off of each other, but bro, we are poor in Hawthorne, California, like no resources, don't know nobody, no money or nothing like that.
Golly!
From mocking these covers up and putting it on the internet, and like whenever we can, filming whatever we can, and like, yeah, we're gonna have a show on Adult Swim too, and filming it on terrible cameras, little skits, and then a music video, and then look at the t-shirts we made, and still had to get the idea out, even if it was the 10%
Crappy.
version. Just had to.
Or 10%.
You keep doing that.
Sheesh.
You have this incredible resume, and people keep latching on to things. And that day you actually are able to get those resources and that budget and all of that, you have all these years of practicing and crafting and getting better at your skill and things like that. And now, when you get that budget, you know exactly what to do. You're not gonna be nervous, like, I don't know what it like. Now you know what's cracking. And I did end up getting a show on Adult Swim because of those skits from 5 years before. I did end up starting 3 clothing lines because of those t-shirts. I was doing iron-ons on in my room at 15, like, and I had a ball. So don't let the lack of whatever you consider super crazy resources stop the idea from coming out. Pivot and get it rocking. Because then 2 years gonna go by and you're gonna be over that idea because you've grown as a person. And it's gonna be like, damn, I didn't knock that idea out. I have a few of those where I was like, I should have just shot that damn video. And now I'm not there no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish that could have existed and I could have done that. So don't let that stop you, please. You'll figure it out.
Thank you. Naomi?
Okay. Hey, I'm Naomi, or you can call me Nao also. I'm an actor and also getting into writing and filmmaking, and like have a few projects that I started writing recently that I'm like hoping to write, act, and direct, which is crazy, but that's the goal.
That's not crazy. Fire.
So, I'm an actor, as I said. I feel like it's a weird medium because you can't do it by yourself ever, unless I'm just like doing my monologue in my room just for fun, which is a part of it. But you're in this collaborative process with so many people, and you go on set and you do it, and then the first time that you see what you did is like probably at the premiere, and you're like, God, why did they use that take? What the hell? And so you like end up in this experience where you don't actually have a lot of control over the finished product, like versus things where you're also directing, also writing, like overseeing more aspects of it. And so like, how do you not let that lack of control impact the work you do when you are in the room? And like the kind of, I don't know how this is gonna turn out because I'm only here for this day, this week, whatever. Like, how do you I guess like let go of that completely?
I would say just try your best and stay loose. By that, like, stay oiled and just have fun with it. I shot my first movie in December. And the director, he told me 4 years ago, like, bro, I'm doing a movie, I want you in it. I'm like, listen, whatever you need, I'm there. I love your work, I trust you. I don't even want to read the script. Call me, I'm there. I've never acted for real in my life, but I'm like, worst come to worst, I suck and whatever. So I did it. And I was like, I showed up and I was like, hey, I am here for you. What do you need? I hope I'm trying my best. I learned.
What's up, Linda?
I had a great experience. 2 weeks ago, I was out here. He showed me some clips from it. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, I'm in a movie. Crazy. And I'm looking and I'm like, man, I'm acting. And I'm like, damn, am I terrible? Is this good? And then I stopped myself and I'm like, it don't matter. I'm in a movie. people hate it, they don't. If they like it, they don't. But I had such a good time, and hopefully it's decent enough to have that experience again and run it. And I remember being on set, like, trying my best and being so hyped on the experience by having fun with it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna be hard on myself and try to be, I was just like, this is my first time. So I gave myself that grace. And I think
Finally.
a lot of things, of course we want to be the best at whatever that is, but also leaving a bit of grace in there for yourself to mess up.
Say that grace again,
I
man.
feel like I was gonna chime in, but I was like, maybe I should. I was gonna say, as a director, like, if a performance is bad or like considered bad by anyone, even the actor themselves in the final version, like, that's on me as the director. Like, I chose that actor, I probably wrote the script, I directed them on set, I was the one who said, we have it, we can move on. I edited it, I chose to keep it, I chose which take.
So have faith in the
That's
process.
Like, you did your job, and if you weren't right, I wouldn't have brought you on. And maybe it is partly like we're making work and kind of coming of age as artists in like a very internet heavy way where we're so self-aware is maybe part of it. But also, like, film's a very expensive medium, so there's like legitimate like financial stakeholders, and like, say it loses people a lot of money, like you may not get to make that another movie. So just kind of
How do you create like no one's watching?
yeah, just like
But when you have real money on the line.
yeah, real money, and just all those factors of like audience, but also money and all that. Just how do you kind of still have creative freedom and, you know, like, be able to work?
Yeah, it's just, that awareness thing is super, super important. I have a thing where I'm like, create like a child and just edit like a scientist. Like,
That's crazy.
that right
That's
there,
genius.
I think has solved
That's
many
genius.
things. Like, when I make songs, it'll be freaking so many versions, because I'll put all the ideas out, just all of them. I'm not trying to be good or great or bad. I'm just putting it there. And over months, over a year or 2 years, I edit that song to make it the best version that it could be. And with that comes an awareness. I know how humans react to certain.
Hey, what's up, Speezy boy?
I know how humans react to certain vernacular.
How you doing, brother?
I
Thanks for
know
being here.
How, music, I gotta know the zeitgeist of what's going on right now. And it's not,
Hey,
it's not to be parallel to it. It's just to know what the hive mind overall is thinking. It's not a bad thing.
Watching Tyler the
But
Creator video.
the awareness level of
If you can see, it says Tyler the Creator, ask it anyway. It's an interview on Instagram, and I'm watching it because, thank you for checking in, bro. I appreciate the love. I'm just watching it because the first few seconds caught me, man. I was like, wow, this is powerful. I gotta watch this with the Soup Kingdom. That's you guys, my Rosebud Night. So just wanted to make sure, check in with you, bro. How you doing? You okay? I'm over here doing my hair, a little hair care on a Monday. Everything all right with you? Checking in with you. Thank you for checking in with me. Love building my fan kingdom up. My Rosebud Nights building you guys up. They said to build your fans up, man, and to really be present. So this is me trying. You doing good? You doing good? You good? You good? That's amazing, bro. Can I play the movie? Can I keep playing it? It's a movie. It's not a movie. It's an interview. We got, looks like 21 minutes left. 21 minutes and 49 seconds. Well, why did I get top gifter? Did I gift something? Nah, it's because you're actually in here chatting, bro. Thank you for chatting, man. I don't even have money. Hey, yo, you number one in my heart, bro. Shoot, forget. Yeah, you see that number one? That's you, bro. You earned it. So don't worry about anybody else, man. Someone's even came in here and sending me a heart me, but they didn't chill with me and hang out like you were. So I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. That's why I actually stopped the video and was like, yo, how are you doing? How's my boy Speezy Boy doing? Man. Appreciate you being here. Sheesh. Alright. Can I play it? Can I play the funky interview, baby? Oh, I love doing this with my hair, man. When I'm not like on Soupie Sunday and streaming, this is what I be doing. Self-care. You gotta take care of you. You gotta love you. Apparently, if you don't love you, no one else will. My phone charger won't charge. What the heck is that about? 1%? No, don't leave. You know what I've figured out that helps with the iPhone chargers, bro? Never play with it. Like, literally just let it be. And sometimes we got like the lint in our phone chargers, or dust or sand, because I be on the beach. And I've seen someone put like this weird glue on the bottom of their phone. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? The bottom of the phone, you put some glue down there, but like it has to really seep down there. Because if just looking, bro, you can see there's dust in there. Can you see the dust? I don't know if you can. I'm trying to get it. Can y'all see the dust? I don't know. I think my hair is good. But I don't know. I was looking into this thing. I should have it on here, man. I was watching it. Some weird putty stuff. You put it on your phone. You smear it over it, right? You smear it over the bottom part, and you rip it out. I swear, dude, he pulled out like a long piece of hair like this of just lint out of his phone. So, like, maybe look into that. But other than that, bro, sheesh, you feel me? Sheesh. But let me continue playing this video, bro. If your phone ends up dying, bro, thank you for just checking in, man. I appreciate you. Much love, man. Mucho respetuoso. I don't know. I'll be trying to practice my Spanish too. So sorry if you don't know what that means. It means much respect, a lot of respect. Man. Sheesh. Oh, it feels like a freaking pillow. Woo. Feels so good, bro. Oh, man. Sheesh. Oh, man. All right. I'm not going to play this video until you tell me to play it, bro. Because you're on 1%, man. That sucks. Shit, engage with the fans as much as I can. I'm not trying to say fans, bro. Like, you're all family over here. I call y'all Soup Kingdom Rosebud Knights. Once you get knighted, you become family. So once you follow me, man, that's you family, bro. Over here, like, even though people be acting like, you know, like just to get more followers and splunk. Nah, I mean that. Because we be talking about the Bible, we be talking about Jesus, and we kind of keep him at the forefront. So you can't really be playing stupid games like that when you really when you really love him, you know? When you're really a Jesus freak. It just hits different. Alright. Let's get it. Who's calling my phone? Speezy boy need to charge his phone. Speezy boy, you need to charge your phone, bro. Who's calling my phone? Dude, I ain't done this style in a minute. I thought it'd be bigger. I gotta pick it out. I ain't seen my pick in a minute. Maybe it's over here. Hold up real quick. I'm gonna play it though, video. Speezy boy, I'm gonna play the video, okay? I was waiting for you to have a little control and tell me to play it, but with your 1%, we're gonna keep watching this together, okay? While I look for my pick. Shoot! Shoot! Can I get a she-who? Can I get a she-who?
Knowing facts and this and that, and I think definitely will help a lot of those things. And when you got real money on the line with shareholders and this and that, like, honesty is key when you're talking to these folks. So they know for sure what they signing up for, and you know what you signing up for. So it ain't no surprises. It ain't no this and that. Nobody is sitting at the end pointing fingers because something didn't work. Y'all will have an understanding which allows sympathy to be within the conversation. Just in case something does not meet the criteria or whatever that everyone was expecting. It's like, oh, damn. Well, we are a firm that handles billions of dollars. We've lost 5 million before. It's okay how you feel. Let's do it next time. Because that's something that could happen when that honesty is real from the get-go. When you're dealing with these corporations and businesses. I know.
Yeah. It's helpful to hear at like an early stage because I'm like, oh, it's only gonna get probably bigger and more pressure and more stakes. Yeah.
And you got even the fact that you're super aware of that now, like you'll be straight. You'll be straight.
Joelle, what's your
Hi. So sudden. So my question, I've been in my field for about a decade. I started when I was really, really young. But I started going into this specific avenue of doing like editorial stuff maybe about 2 years ago. And I have found myself kind of stuck in this position of being like a supporting artist, like, assistant artist or whatever the case may be. So I was wondering how you were able to build up like team or the network or just like the public perception of switching your career from being like an opener, like a supporting role, to being like the main feature in.
Man, he's always been the main though. That's a crazy question.
A leader in what you do.
Our first tour was 2011, and it was us. No openers.
I'm saying.
We didn't open for no one. It was just me and my crew, our future. It was just us. And in 2013, we opened for Eminem at a few stadiums in.
Eminem really supported niggas, bro.
In 2015, it was an artist that asked me to open up for him. It was either 2014 or 2015. Asked me to open up for him. And when I got that opportunity, I remember saying to myself, let's do it, with so much excitement. I didn't look at it as like, I was like, oh, they're never going to forget seeing me this early in my career. And just like how I put the thing on the cover to let people know who I am, you gotta continue to find ways to let people know who you are and shine that light on yourself so people could be like, whoa, what's that over there? And sometimes, bro, that's just marketing. That's just to write one song. That's image. Bro, there's so many folks out there that make trash music, but they look cool. So we just keep giving them passes because it's like, and that's fire. And there's some people who like might be in the cut, might not have a public perception or persona or like footprint, whatever the word is. But that music just hit crazy because it just hit at the right time. So I think you gotta really take a step back and be like, okay, what's this and that? Or your next opportunity, like, oh, these people gonna leave here talking about what I just did on stage. Like, you gotta be actually crazy enough to think of something like that. And I didn't want to say the person's name, but I remember that.
I'm very curious.
I remember, oh my God. And I guess sometimes too, I just be looking at like the positives of weird situations like that. And was like,
You gotta be ready to pivot.
Bro, if someone, it's people now that I'm headlining, dude, I'm doing 6 shows at Staples Center type stuff. Like, it's a big deal. And it's people still to this day that I will be like, oh, you want me to open for you? Say less. Say less. Watch this.
I want to actually open up the question to the entire group. Taking your fears out to dinner.
Damn.
What would they say? In a non-hostile environment, right? That's the idea of them being out to dinner. Is that they're not supposed to be yoking you up at dinner, right? So does anybody else want to share? Reese?
I'm Reese. I'm a VHS cinematographer, social butterfly, extrovert, always trying to vibe. Yeah, that's it.
And Reese, where are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Jersey.
It's weird because when it comes to the things I make, I'm like so 10 toes about that. I'm doing something that I haven't seen be done before successfully around me.
Can I take a break real quick to give Tyler context? So she's the first person in her family to pursue a creative career at all. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I mean, my dad is like pursuing a creative career, but it was like later on in my life. Like it's like when I already got to college. But like everyone else in my family, like I'm pretty much consistently getting like some sort of pushback or some sort of explaining myself. I'm definitely allowed and always been able to be creative, and I went to college with kids that they're in the school of business, and I'm here for film, and they're telling me I wanted to be in film, but my mom told me no. Like I definitely was nurtured in a way if I can go and do what I want to do. But it's like he was the only one I understood, and still I didn't have a blueprint. Just because you understand me, it's not like a blueprint. And I think I've been consistently having to so much trial and error, but now I know what I want to do. I'm a VHS cinematographer, and I'm 10 toes about building this archive and not being erased, and using archival pieces to build archival work. And you know, a director's gonna put me in that corner of like, you can do BTS, because they don't want to film the thing with the VHS, you feel me? And it's like figuring out how do I put myself where I see myself. The fear is just the unknown of like, will I be able to establish what I love the way I think it deserves to be established? That's the only fear, because I know it's hard, I know it's iconic, I know it's fire. So will they get it, and will I be able to get it where it needs to go? That's the only fear.
That was sweet to hear. Granted, I am too the first in my family to be something. So I know that feeling of not having a blueprint, but it's just that feeling inside where you just like, I know what I need to do. And you cannot lose that spark at all, because like, you have to be the trailblazer. You have to be the one to go west for the gold. You know gold is there. And you gotta walk from Vermont all the way to the goddamn Nevada, California mines and all that, because you know that gold is there. And you gotta be okay with looking crazy. Like, you have to be okay with looking like a psychopath when you say this stuff. And the same way you say 10 toes down on the art, you gotta do that with every version of it. Like, trust me, I came out, my first real video, I'm on the phone with folks and I'm like, listen, it's gonna be black and white. Here's the treatment. I'm gonna be sitting on this stool. I'm gonna eat a roach and I'm gonna hang myself. And people were like, bro, what? And that thing changed.
He's talking about Yonkers. That's crazy. Y'all know about the song Yonkers?
Down on it. And you have to do that, because you cannot allow yourself to form and get claymationed into the people that is at that business school wishing that they was in the position that you're in. You just cannot, bro. And you never know who's looking. I tell people that all the time, especially all of y'all.
For real, that's so powerful.
I found his furniture stuff ran on some, I forgot what site it was. It wasn't even Instagram or nothing. I saw it on something random. And I was like, who is this? Looked this stuff up and bought a mirror for me. What was that, 2017?
Yeah.
26.
Customers overall.
Bro, I swear. And I was like, this is incredible. And like, he didn't know I was in LA in my house eating sushi. Like, damn, this is nice. We're chilling. You never know looking at the stuff that y'all put out. So you should actually look at how awesome it is that you have no blueprint and that first one to do what you're doing. That's how I would look at it.
Dimitri, let's hear from you because I like your question.
Alright, so I just did a museum show, my first one, and I spent like a year working on it. And I know like you were mentioning Cherry Bomb before, how like when you dropped it, it sucked. Well, not, it didn't suck. I get it. I'm sorry. But people didn't like, didn't perceive it well, right? And then you switched it up and you heard like your reception to them, and then, you know, made your next album and then it was perceived really well, and then did the next one. And then my question was basically how with each album we switch it up, whether it be like the characters or like the sound of it, right, sonically. And I'm wondering how did you figure out how to change things to where like now it's at the point where like no matter what you change, it's good. Like how can you continue to do that? Because I feel like as a painter, once you become known for a certain style, they expect that from you over and over.
Yeah,
but it feels like you've kind of figured out a way to switch up things so that you can kind of keep the core fan base and keep the reception.
Like people like Speezy Boy. She.
So how were you able to do that?
Can I get a she who?
Number one thing, I'm a student.
Hey, you see me. You see me studying.
Real student of music, color, everything. I love things. And I think that plays a big part in like when I'm on to the next thing. I'll get back to that. What you said earlier, make things that's honest to you. The switch ups don't be on some like, oh, I'm a trick him again this time.
Shout out to Teresa Gibson.
Like, no, that's where I'm at in my life, and the music is going to.
If you want some fire neck earrings,
right,
I'm about to put this. This is a freaking
don't get
beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
Some folks fall off as fans with certain things. Some people don't be rocking with it, but for the folks that fall off that train, new folks come in, and now that's a different generation that's into it, which is such a beautiful thing. So, and with that Cherry Bomb, I had to learn like, oh, it's not just about the folks that's been there, because even with that album, which I don't say much, new people came. A few new folks came and was like, huh, what is this mess? I like it, and I'm over here like, damn, but and it took me a while to be like, oh, just because a few folks like, you know, leave the back of the concert, you still got a few that's just getting in, that were late, that's excited about what just da-da-da. And you can't get hung up on like, I'm lucky that all my favorite artists, all the music they made was so pure that it switched up every 2 years. I'm lucky I had Ye, I'm lucky I had Pharrell, I'm lucky I had Outkast.
Damn.
I'm lucky I had these people that like, oh,
That's a good lineup. He just said Pharrell,
I like
Outkast.
style and taste and thought, so I'm gonna tune in, and 9 times out of 10, I'm rocking with it. And you gotta be there, because if you bleed art and you making stuff that is not reflective of where you at right then and there,
Oh,
you gonna keep yourself back and then become stagnant and like be your own
Worst enemy?
What do you call it? When you don't grow. Yeah, thank you. I glitched. Yeah, like you'll stunt your own growth by not painting what you really want to paint right there, because you want a few buyers at the museum to cop it. Like you can't do that. You gotta keep it running and be honest with it. And then if you're really a student, you'll know how to package it to where it might be a bit more digestible for folks who's instantly gonna be like, whoa, I don't know what this is.
That's a good answer. I like that. I like that.
Love that. I hope you take that, and congrats on the museum, dude.
Thank you.
That's it.
Alright, so I got a question for you. Say that again? I got a question for you. Let's say
Bro.
you're taking all that was spoken here today, all the knowledge you poured in, and really go out and grind after this, and still kind of hit a wall, and it's like still not really working the way we'd like it to. What would be your creative advice?
I don't know at that point.
look like the Nation of Islam, but sheesh.
I ain't a doctor, but I don't know. I just like, you pivot. You just gotta pivot and like assess the situation and like just pivot.
Are you pivoting for you? Like it's not working for you and you're pivoting, right? Or is it like in that context, if you like recall a time where you hit that wall and you're pivoting, is it because of something else, like external?
Usually because of me. Like some of my early records, one day I listened, I was like, why do I just be yelling? Oh, let me stop yelling. Like stuff like that. That's a light version, but like, yeah, just pivot. And pivoting just means, again, that awareness and looking 30,000 feet up and like trying something new. Just try again. Bro, it's some things that work in a week. It's some things that take 5 years. And it's all patience. Like, patience is really relative depending on what the goal is and what you want. But like, sometimes it takes 5 years, sometimes it takes 1, sometimes it takes 10. I got boys that I know that the first year they came out, man, they had it all. Jets, awards, accolades, the whole thing. And it took me much longer than them to hit that pocket, but I'm grateful and happy for it, and I wouldn't have had it no other way. And I guess that's easy to say now that I hit whatever I'm comparing that to, but sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 5 years. At that point, it just depends on the person.
I was thinking about your question with fear. Because my fear is not so much external or like the confidence in things. Like, I know I'm capable of what I can do because I've trained for it, but I have sickle cell, so it's a blood disorder if you don't know too much about it, but like it causes you pain and like it messes with the body, and my art form is like based on movement. It's based on what I can do physically. Like, you can only do so much at certain points. Like, I was just wondering, like, is there like been a phase where you can't, like, say you have like a sore throat or something, you can't like necessarily perform or create using your medium, like you want to make music. I can't do that right now because of like I'm sick, I got the flu or something. Just in that context, because I know I can't do it till like I'm 80, but I know I have a certain amount of time to put out or just create like what's given to me in that time frame. So I was just wondering about that, because I was thinking about like, if I went to dinner with my fears, they'd be like, I kept you safe like a lot of your whole life, basically, because I was not playing football because I have a disease. I was not playing basketball because I have a disease. I chose something I can do where I don't need to be in contact, but it still pushes my body in a certain way. So it would say I kept you safe, but like, it's like, I don't want you to hold me back. And like, I know it's like a time frame of doing that. So I was just wondering that.
A lot of
Safety versus being held back.
Players and football players, at some point, they hit a wall. It happens and they become coaches. And they find other ways to get that stuff out. I know I can't perform, especially the way I perform, in the next 4 to 5 years. I've been on this tour like, oh, this is not sustainable. The way I move, the energy I do, these long sets with just me, this isn't sustainable. I'm currently now figuring out, damn, what is live gonna mean for me? Am I gonna just stop touring and just put music out? Because I'm like, I don't have to tour. I just like to do it. But the way I like to do it and what it means for me, that is cool from age 15 to like 35. 36, my back gonna start hit, like for real. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to find a new medium of what that even means. And I started tour 2 months ago, so when I started thinking that, I was like, damn, some ball players, they can't be doing that no more. Their bones ain't the same, so they still got a love for the game though.
Yeah.
So they become coaches. They start doing this. They find other ways to get that creativity and that love and that passion out in other ways. And I think to sum that up, the word pivot is that.
Got you.
That's interesting.
In that thought, I'm wondering if you ever create like with a specific intention, because I know like the meaning of intention is like constantly changing too, just as like, you know, change has multiple forms. But I'm wondering if you ever like go into a project, an album, a world, a design, whatever, with like this is
Intention and feeling is always first.
Yeah.
That's why I say I create like a child.
Right.
Like they don't even, for the most part, know how to articulate in the way that us adults do. They just go off straight up feeling and emotion and like their intention is that feeling, emotion, and like that's how I make things. There'll be some records or some songs where I'm like, oh, this is specifically for this environment. So if it doesn't work in this environment, that's okay because it was made for X, Y, and Z. And depending on what you go into like that, like if your goal is to make folks feel good, and you go in there and it's 5 folks and you put a smile on 2 of those, you check that off, so yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys, all of you, for being here today. You guys asked some really great questions, and I hope that you got something out of this. And I guess the last question for you, Tyler, would be the same thing we've asked, but if it was one last statement of encouragement for them, what would it be?
Go crazy.
Go.
Like, be delusional. Go 1,010% and just do it. Go crazy, all of y'all. Everything y'all doing, like, just go for it. Look crazy. Like, look like a psychopath, dude. Do it.
That's pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. For those that came in, special shout out to Ducky. Special shout out to Speezy Boy. Let's see. Soupie, download the app and use it on the PC so you don't have to do it like this. You want me to download TikTok on the computer? Alright, not a bad idea. TikTok Studio. Download Studio. Who else? Shit, again, shout out to Speezy Boy, you feel me? Bro was really out here supporting. Sheesh. Look crazy cool. Shout out to California. C8. Cali. You know what it is. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Finally, brethren, farewell. Be perfect. Be of good comfort. Be of one mind. Move in peace. And the God of love shall be with you all. I know I'm kind of butchering that Bible verse. Let me see if I can find it. Ooh. Oh, that felt so good. Oh. Peace and blessings, y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. And I'm gone.